Assalamu alaikum class. This is our second lecture. In last lecture we discussed about the basic introduction and basic definition of environment. After that we study about the scope of environment. We also discuss about the importance of environmental studies. After that we also study about the need to awareness about how we can do our important role in how we can improve our surrounding, our environment, and how it will affect on the environment, or how it will directly or indirectly affect on human body. So we discuss about the need of awareness, in which we discuss a lot of factors. After that we also discuss about the various types of environment. Okay, today is our second lecture. uh, let's start with the basic definition: environmental and environmental science. Okay, environment is basically is everything around you, whether living or non-living. It can be anything like animal, person, plants, leaves, etc. After that, environmental science. Environmental science basically is a interdisciplinary academic uh, that integrates physical, biological, and informational sciences to study of the environment and the solution of environmental problems. Environmental studies incorporates more of the social sciences for understanding human relationships for and perception and policies toward to the environment. Environment also focus on design and technology for improving environmental quality in every aspect. Environmental science came alive as a substantive active field of the scientific investigation in 1960s and 70s. Rachel Carrison, uh, she wrote. She was the first woman who discussed about the environment and discussed in his book. The book name was Silent Suffering. After that, many authors also carry this topic to bring more awareness to the humans for more betterment of the society. Okay, let's move further. Why to study environmental science? First one reason is the world is becoming more crowded, more consuming, and more connected. Growing population and higher standard of living put increased pressure on our environment. That's why environment problems are just real, just conversational. So, just as in need of intelligent solution, we really need to study environmental science. Second, the natural world is complex as human activity can be unexpected that are hard to reverse. The study of how physical and biological process maintain life and how humans affect nature requires a broad interdisciplinary perspective. Environmental problems and their associate solution typically involve social, political, economic aspect which the scientists must be aware of. We discuss about different kind of examples in pest analysis, political, how political, social, and economical if can affect on environment. In which we discuss about political, we discuss a government type and stability. In social, we discuss about culture change, public opinion, and different population. And in economic, we discuss about the technology effect and especially unemployment effect, how these factors affect on environment. It can be positive or it can be negative. Okay. Next topic is What is sustainable development? Sustainable development is defined as a process of meeting humans' development goal while sustaining the ability of natural system to continue to provide the natural resource and ecosystem service upon which the economy and society depends. Okay, the question is about sustainable development, a difference between sustainable development and sustainability. Sustainable development can be referred to many process and pathways to achieve a multiple goals, like in which we can example take a categories like water pollution management, noise pollution management, different categories. But in sustainability, we have a long term major common goal like sustainability. Okay, after that, difference between natural and anthropogenic activities. Natural activities like by nature, it can be happened by nature by natural, but anthropogenic activities which is caused or influenced by humans. Uh, we take the example of one category or one element, one factor like disaster. We categorize disaster in two categories: natural disaster, man-made disaster. Natural disaster can be include floods, landslides, and man-made disaster explosions, chemical or biological attack. Through this example, you can get a better idea about the difference between natural and anthropogenic activities. Okay, next next pollution. Pollution is the introduction of pollution is the introduction of contaminants into the natural environment that cause adverse change. Pollution can take the form of chemical or energy such as noise, heat, or light. Further, pollution is often classified as a two categories. First one is point source, second was is non-point source pollution. Uh, Point source are those pollutions that are easy to identify, like as the name suggests, it comes from the single place. And if we discuss about the non-point source, it is harder to identify and harder to address because it is population pollution that comes from many places all at once. So this is the difference between point source and non-point source pollution. Okay, after that, major forms of pollution. First one is air pollution. Air pollution is the most prominent and dangerous form of pollution. It occurs due to many reasons like excessive burning of fuel, which is a necessity of our daily lives for cooking, driving, and other industrial activities. Release a huge amount of chemical substance in air every day. These pollute the air. Smoke from factories, vehicles, or burning of wood basically occur due to coal burning. Even a release of sulfur dioxide and different gases into the air causes global warming and acid rain, which in turn have instead temperature, which also making it tough for the animals to survive. And we breathe in every polluted circle or area from the air. As a result is increase in asthma and cancer in the lungs and different kinds of disease. Water pollution. Water pollution toll of the all the surviving species of the earth. Almost 60% of the species live in the water bodies. It occurs due to several factors like industrial wastage dumped into the rivers and other water bodies, caused in imbalance in the water leading to its severe contamination and death of species. Water pollution not only harms the aquatic beings uh, con- but it also contaminates the entire food chain by severely affecting humans dependent on these waterborne disease like diarrhea and different kinds of disease which increased in all places and effect on human bodies. After that, water pollution sorry, we skip about the noise pollution. Noise pollution caused when noise which is unpleasant sound affects our ears or leads to psychological problem like stress, hypertension. It caused by machines in industrials and loud music and so on different kind of reasons. Okay, fourth one is soil pollution. Soil pollution occur due to incorporation of unwanted chemicals in the soil due to human activities. Use of pesticides, nitrogen compound from the soil making is unfit for plants to derive. Release of industrial wastage, mining and exploits the soil. Since plants can't grow properly, they can't hold the soil and his leads to soil erosion. Next one is radioactive pollution. It occurs basically it is also highly dangerous when it occurs. It occurs due to nuclear plant malfunctions, improper nuclear waste disposable accidents. It causes cancer, blindness, defects at the time of birth, uh, and different kind of further disease. Next one is heat pollution. Heat pollution it is due to the excess heat in the environment creating unwanted changes over long time period due to a huge number of industrial plants, deforestation and air pollution. It increases the earth temperature causing climate changes and extinction of wildlife which disturb the environment and human body as well. Okay, last one is light pollution. Light pollution occur due to prominent excess illumination of an area. It is largely well, I guess, up in big cities on big cities like if yeah, it's if we take the example of advertising boards and billboards in sports or entertainment events at the night in residential areas, the lives of the inhabitants is greatly affected by this. It also affect and observational activities by making the stars almost invisible. Okay, next topic is about sources. Uh, in which there are two kind of sources: natural sources and man-made sources. Natural sources of pollution include dust carried by wind from location with every little or no green cover, gases released from the body process of living beings, and so different kind which is by nature. But in on the other side, second one is man-made source. Man-made source which is done by human or caused by human, in which we further categorize two types of man-made sources. First one is outdoor pollution, second is indoor pollution source. Okay, outdoor pollution source. The major outdoor pollution source include generation, vehicles, agriculture, waste of industrial and building heating system. Smoke feature as a prominent component, like biomasses, factories, vehicles. This is the example of our outdoor pollution source. Okay, if we discuss about the indoor pollution, indoor pollution basically burning fuels such as dung, coal, wood is inefficient, in which also include carbon dioxide and different gases, which is the cause of different pollution. This is our indoor pollution source examples. Okay, last topic of our second lecture is about effect of pollution. Okay, we categorize into different factors or different points. First one is environment degradation, in which the increase the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere lead to smoke which can resist sunlight from reaching the earth. Preventing plants is the process of photosynthesis. Gases like sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide can cause acid rain. Water pollution in terms of oil spill may lead to death of several wildlife species. If we discuss about the second one, human health. This decrease in the quality of air leads to several problems, including asthma or lung cancer, chest pain, throat inflammation, and a multiple kind of disease. Water pollution occur due to contamination of water and may pose skin related problems, including skin irritations and rashes. Similarly, noise pollution leads to hearing loss, stress, or sleep disturbance, which can affect in human health. Like these are the strongly affect on human health. These factors strongly affect on human health, which can cause of big problem. Okay, third one is global warming. Well, every other day new industries are being set up, new vehicles come on the road, and trees are cut to make away from new homes. All of them, indirect or indirect, will lead to increase in CO2 in the environment. The increase in CO2 lead to melting of polar ice caps, which increase the sea level and pose danger for the people living near that areas, which can definitely affect on their life or places as well. Okay, fourth one is ozone layer depletion. Ozone layer is the thin shield high up in the sky that stops ultraviolet rays from the reaching the earth. As a result of human activities, chemicals such as chlorofluorocarbons were released into atmosphere, which contribute to the depletion of ozone layer. And okay, last one is infertile land. Due to constant use of pesticides, the soil may become infertile. Plants may not able to grow properly. Various forms of chemicals produced from industrial waste is released into foaming water, which also affect the quality of soil, which definitely indirectly or directly affect, yeah, on human health. Well, pollution not only affect humans by uh, destroying their neurological system, it also affect the nature, plants, furniture, fruits, vegetables, river, pond, forest, animals, which they are highly dependent for human survival. It is crucial to control population as the nature, wildlife, and human life are a precious gift to the mankind. Okay, that was the effect of pollution, which I told you that how different categories effect on different factors. Okay, I guess that's is enough. We will further discuss in next lecture about environmental laws and environmental impact assessment, as well environmental product declaration, and different kinds of law implementation with their examples. So keep ready and stay home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.